I had a incident on the airplane going to Indianapolis.
Oh yeah.
Where this guy, like, I don't know, this guy just started like interrogating me. He thought I was some sort of flight risk.
About what?
I don't know. He was on something. I don't know what happened. Like, I was sitting down.
So he's just a passenger.
Yeah, and I didn't know if he was a sky marshal, but he ordered a Dewar's in the beginning, and he just slammed it neat. Ooh. So I'm like, this guy's not a sky marshal. This guy's boozing it up. So he just goes to me. He's like, we're just sitting there. And he just says, he goes, hey, are you afraid to fly?
Oh, God.
And I'm like, what? He goes, are you afraid to fly? I go, no, I'm not afraid to fly. And he goes, you sure? Because, it's okay. You can tell me if you are. And immediately I'm looking at this guy. What do you mean it's like okay? What is this like interrogation 101, build a relationship with your subject thing that you're doing here? And I was just like, no. He goes, he goes, all right, because, just kind of fidgeting and looking around. I was like, no, man. I go, I'm cool. He's like, oh, so you like to fly? I'm like, when I'm up here, because, I bump myself up. I go, when I'm back there, I don't like it. And then he's all right, But, you can tell me if you're afraid to fly. So now I'm just like, dude, I'm not afraid to fly. So, and he's staring at me, and I put my hand like this to show that it wasn't shaking. I go, I'm not nervous. All right? Thanks for asking. And then he goes, well, anybody can do that. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. And I just said, look, dude, I'm drinking water. You're drinking Dewar's. Okay? And he goes, that wasn't Dewar's, right? And I'm just like, all right, fuck this guy. So I'm sitting there.
You saw him order it.
Huh?
You saw him order a Dewar's.
Oh, I was sitting there. He said, let me get a Dewar's. And she brought it over neat. And he threw it back like he was drinking baby milk. Right? I was impressed. This guy's old school. Starting off good, right? So then there's like 5 minutes of silence. More passengers are getting on. And then the guy goes, hey, I'm sorry, man. I just got off on the wrong foot there, right? He goes, my name's so-and-so. What's your name? He asked me, like, what my name is. And I was thinking of saying something like Steve, or some silly.
Lenny Clark.
I wish I said some silly name, but
right.
I didn't think of one. I just went, it's Bill. And he goes, oh, cool. He goes, why are you going to Indianapolis, Bill? He started doing this shit. And I just look at the guy, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have to answer your questions.
Whoa.
I don't. He has no fucking authority. You're not a sky marshal. You're drinking booze. You're an asshole. What are you on? Are you afraid to fly? Go
right.
Fuck yourself. Leave me alone, right? So then he goes like, all right, now I am concerned. Okay? I am concerned. Okay? Why are you going to Indianapolis, Bill? Right? He says this, right? And they close the doors, and they're doing all this stuff. And I just start like, I joked on my podcast, I just started smirking like Ryan Gosling. He does that little Mona Lisa smile. You just kind of smile, and I'm just sitting there shaking my head at the guy, right? And I'm literally taking out my eye pillow. I wear like a mask just to say I'm so not worried about anything that you're going to fucking do. All this passive-aggressive shit just to piss this guy off. And he's go, why are you going to Indianapolis, Bill? And I just kept, I didn't say anything to him. I just kept laughing, just kept shaking my head. And was taxiing down. And he goes, dude, he goes, I fucking do this for a fucking living. He starts F and all this stuff. The lady in front turns around, starts looking, and we're taxiing down the thing. He goes, you don't answer my questions right now. I'm going to hit that call button. I will hit that call button. I will stop this plane, and you will be fucking arrested, like saying all this stuff. And I'm just looking at him, smiling, shaking my head, like, go ahead and push it, dude. Let's see where the fuck this goes. This is going to be hilarious. What happens? Does the pilot come out?
Right.
Does a police car pull up to the plane? No
right.
fucking clue. So he goes to push it, and he can't find it. It was kind of a weird place, and he finally finds it, and he hit the button. I'm like, holy fuck, he hit the button. This is hilarious. And I'm just sitting there. He goes, now you wait. You fucking wait, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there smiling, shaking my head at him like, dude, I don't care. I don't care. You're not, you have no fucking authority. You're not going to hit me. You're not going to do anything. You're on fucking something.
Right.
But I'm not getting that. Dude, if that guy had a vibe like he was going to punch me, I would have been up in the aisles. But he didn't. He just had like that. It was like a kid throwing a temper tantrum. He wanted like this. He almost seemed like he wanted to be an Army Ranger, but he didn't quite make it. Or
what did he look like? What did he look like?
He was like a wiry dude. He was in good shape, wiry dude, white dude.
Like that dude who shot that Trayvon Martin kid who wasn't really a cop.
Yeah.
But he wanted to be a cop, so he took it to the next level. When
and here's the thing. I could have squashed the whole thing and just been like, look, I'm a comedian. Right. I'm going to Indianapolis. If you'd like to come out to the show, I could have done that, but I'm a dick. And I hate authority. And this guy doesn't have any, so fuck him. So I just laugh. Now he pushes the button. So then the stewardess comes over, and she goes, yeah, what's the problem? He goes, this guy is a flight risk. I am not comfortable flying with him, but blah, 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 and all this shit. I was surprised how few people were looking around. People were just kind of sitting there, and this guy was wigging out. And I'm just sitting there, and then the stewardess was like, all right, dude, anybody else see any behavior? And the lady was sitting in front of him, pointed at him and said, yeah, he was berating, and she pointed at me. He was berating him. And I'm just like, perfect. So I'm literally putting my fucking eye mask down as I'm talking to him, just going, hey, I'm just a guy trying to go to Indianapolis. This guy's drinking Dewar's and he's dropping the F-bomb. Then I'm thinking, fuck, I said bomb, like it was going to be a problem, but that wasn't a problem. And this guy's just doing this thing where he wants to win. He wants some sort of recognition of whatever the fuck he thinks he is.
The plane's still moving.
No, at this point, it fucking stopped. It pulled over. I forgot that part. It pulled over and stopped. Dude, it's a fucking red eye, okay? It stops. Another steward comes over and he goes, what's the problem? And he goes through the whole fucking thing. And it's like basically the captain at this point is going, do I really have to come back there? It's like, really? The red eye fucking flight? My last flight of the day. I used to fly combat missions. You know how fucking boring this is to fly this fucking bus? I don't want to deal with this bullshit. Do I really have to come back there? And then they finally asked him, they said, hey, are you going to be comfortable flying with this guy? And he, I think they acknowledged that he had some sort of something there. So he goes, you know what? No, yeah, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Just whatever, right?
That he had some sort of something.
Like some sort of power that like they checked with him. Like, you going to stand down, sir? Like whatever fucking spy he thought he was. So now we get back in line and we're taxiing. And as we're going down the runway, I got my eye thing on and I'm just sitting there and he's yapping in my ear. He goes, you think this is fucking over? You think this is fucking over? And at this point, I'm laughing. I'm holding my stomach and I'm fucking laughing and it's driving him nuts and I'm having a fucking ball with this guy. And he goes, my dad's the CEO of some fucking company in Indianapolis. And he starts saying that he's going to have me fucking arrested when I land. And he starts describing the view I was going to see from the jail, like some Law and Order episode. What? Oh, you're going to
Did you get a picture of this guy?
Did you take a photo?
No.
Oh, how could you not?
You should have been filming video this whole entire time.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
You could.
Why can't you just be in the moment and not turn into a film crew? And just,
because then the story's even better.
The universe gave me this fucking moment.
Right.
I'm telling the story. I don't. So he fucking. So then I got my things down, and then finally he's going, yeah, you're going to love the view from the jail. You're going to see Lucas Oil Field and blah, 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 and all this shit. And then he finally
Lucas Oil Field.
Yeah, that's where the Colts play. Telling me, like, this view. Dude, it was such hacky interrogation. Then he finally said, he goes, you know what, I'm glad. You know what, I fucking hope you do something. I fucking hope you do something. We're up there, and I'm fucking bursting.
What?
It was not.
I hope you do something.
And I'm sitting there with a blindfold on laughing at him. It was driving him fucking nuts. It was great. So then 5 minutes of silence, 10 minutes of silence goes by. And I'm finally thinking that maybe this shit's over. Or is he just sitting there staring at the side of my head? And then all of a sudden, I just hear, right as I'm starting to nod off, I just hear, why are you going to Indianapolis, Bill? And I just laughed. So, dude, my adrenaline was fucking going. I was just like, wow, they're going to stop the plane. This is fucking intense, man. This is crazy. What's going to happen? And I'm totally innocent, so I got to kind of watch it happen. So then I couldn't sleep. So I was sitting there with that stupid mask on for like a half an hour, and then finally I was just like, all right, fuck it. I got to take it off, and I got to deal with this guy. And I take it off, and I look over, and he's just passed out, head hanging, this fucking, special ops guy.
You know what you should do?
Completely passed out.
You should fucking waylay him with a huge haymaker right in the face and then immediately pretend you're asleep.
No, because someone would have seen that. So
They're all asleep?
No, you know what I did? Was I immediately started pounding waters because I didn't have to go to the bathroom, and I wanted to get up on the plane just to see if he was going to fucking wig out again. Make some sort of...
So you made yourself go to the bathroom on
No, I
purpose?
started slamming waters.
Just so that you would have water in your bladder?
Yeah, so now I have to go for the fucking bathroom like you can't believe, and this fucking guy's passed out. I held it for the last hour. He didn't wake up until we landed, and then we pulled up to the terminal, and I got out, and I stood up, and he wouldn't look at me, and I'm thinking, hey, he probably slept it off, and now he's feeling fucking weird, hopefully. And the lady in front of me got up, and she just goes, she smiled, and she said, hey, and I just said, hey, that was an interesting one. And then he had the pillow like this, Joe. He had it behind here in some weird position, in some sort of like alpha male way. He tried to get some sort of tough thing, the last word. He took the pillow out, and he threw it down between his legs, and he like grunted. He went like, ugh, like he threw a pillow down. That was it. That was my trip to Indianapolis. Oh, and then I worked at a theater, and Elmo was there.